Thank you very much, Vice President Tsai, for your very warm words of welcome.
Depending on who you ask, this is either an act of defiance or a needless provocation.
We come in friendship to Taiwan. We come in peace for the region.
Speaker Nancy Pelosi met with members of Taiwan's legislature, her presence triggering a fiery response from Beijing.
China has every right to defend its sovereignty and territorial integrity. We are fully justified to do what we must.
China says it's now launching a series of military drills surrounding Taiwan, including live fire exercises. The U.S. tried to ease tensions, insisting it does not seek conflict.
We are prepared to manage what Beijing chooses to do. At the same time, we will not engage in saber rattling.
Congressional trips to Taiwan are not unusual, but China lashed out when it learned Pelosi was mulling a visit during a larger tour of Asia. She has a history of speaking out against the Chinese government, visiting Tiananmen Square in 1991. And as the third most powerful politician in the U.S., her presence is viewed as especially provocative.
The timing of this visit threatens to make the relationship more tense, more difficult for the next few months.
The Biden administration is reportedly not happy. The president has been trying to repair the trading relationship and has pleaded with China not to back Russia in its invasion of Ukraine. While all of that may now become harder, Pelosi is getting vocal support from some of her loudest critics.
You do not want the Chinese Communist Party dictating to senior American leaders where they can and cannot travel.
The U.S. expects China to continue to retaliate even after Pelosi comes home and says it is prepared to respond if necessary. Katie Simpson, CBC News, Washington.
Philippe Leblanc is Radio Canada's Asia correspondent, joins us tonight from the presidential building. That is the site of the meeting between Nancy Pelosi and the Taiwanese president, Tsai Ing-wen. So, Philippe, we've all heard a lot about how Beijing feels about this visit. Not good. What is the response from Taipei?
Well, the Taiwanese government is welcoming this delegation with open arms. The United States, after all, are a long-standing friend of Taiwan, but you get a feeling that it's a high-wire act they're trying to pull out. They're wary of long-term consequences. We've seen the military drills in the Taiwan Strait, but there's also economic pressure already within hours of Taipei confirming that there was a high-profile guest coming to Taiwan. Thousands of businesses in the food industry in Taiwan were hit with a ban. They cannot export to China anymore. So there might be more repercussions felt on the island in the future.
Okay, so there's the official risk-reward assessment. How is all this trickling down to the Taiwanese public?
Well, you saw the fanfare. There was dueling protests in front of the hotel where Nancy Pelosi was yesterday, both pro and against her visit. But for a lot of people, they tell me they're not really paying a lot of attention to this visit. They've seen those kind of threats for a long time. And just to give you a sense, Adrian, yesterday on the All News cable channel, you had to wait 16 minutes into the newscast to get a Pelosi update. So that means that people were not paying a lot of attention, but now they might. Seeing that the repercussions and the economic pressure will be felt for weeks.
All right, Philippe Leblanc in Taiwan tonight. Thank you, Philippe.
Thank you.